So my older mate and today I'm on a ground pop. I'm watching a women's football game and it's the FA Cup first round proper. And it's a proper underdog story. It's today. Mancunian Unity are facing Newcastle United. Now Newcastle playing the third tier of women's football, but from Mancunian Unity, it's a big story. Last year they were seconds away from winning a quadruple. They're unbeaten this season. It's a proper underdog story. And I'm looking forward to it. Good crowd is expected to stay, and let's hope Mancunian Unity can go on and cause an upset and get the win. Obviously, we've seen the success of the Lionesses. Last World Cup reached the final, semi-final before that, won the European Championships 1921. Between 1921 and 1970, the FA actually put a ban on women playing at men's grounds, and it's a ban that held the development back of women's football in this country. Back so much. During the World War, a lot of football was played by women at the time. Obviously, the recent years was a big investment in women's football. So on the continent around the rest of the world, it's as big as the men's in some countries, played in full-size stadiums with big crowds that put League 1, League 2, National League clubs to shame. But obviously, the formation of the Super League wasn't popular at first. When I grew up, my first ever game I saw for women's was England, Norway at Boundary Park, but a team, Doncaster Bells, were one of the best at the time, and Channel 4 used to show the women's FA Cup final. Now when they made the changes, a team like Doncaster Bells were kicked out of other clubs in favour of existing clubs putting money into the academies. And it wasn't the right move, it wasn't popular, but you look at now, the benefits are paying off with the success of the Lionesses. There's more women playing football, you've got more women-only clubs, more girls, dedicated clubs, girls leagues. They still get girls playing with boys until the age of 14. Originally, the Super League, Women's Super League, was played in the summer, but the players said, look, if you want us to compete with the best, we need to play in a calendar year, what the men's do, similar to other nations. And to be fair, as I said, it's paying off, and sooner or later, I'm sure the Lionesses will win that World, they'll go one step further and win that World Cup. But obviously, now there's a better structure of women's football. We'll see more teams climb the league, as well as the 60 clubs. You've still got, obviously, you've got your big academy teams, your Premier League teams, women's teams like United, City, Chelsea, but teams like the Oval still, and Doncaster still exist. So there is a proper pyramid now, similar to the men's and women's game. It's growing. Yeah, the crowds may not be necessarily as big as the men's over when they share, when like international weekends when they switch grounds, but there's more girls playing football, there's more girls watching football. So the sport really is on the up. This is Vascar Stadium, it's the home of Avro Football Club, who got promoted last year to the Northern Premier League West Division. Oldham Roughheads used to play, and originally it was Oldham Borough, who used to be called Oldham Town, that played here. Mancunian Unity for Newcastle United ladies, FA Cup first round. Should be a good game. Already 2-0 Newcastle ladies. They're off the mark early. I don't know if they do one here today.
Yeah, they are doing.
I'll have a look in a bit.
I think you're up turnstiles, aren't you?
Steak, well, they didn't click, it was me at first. Oh.
Trust me, you're not. I won't lie.
All the photo opportunity to get off all the back on the white clear that!
4-0, very one-sided. Newcastle at the moment just running away with it. Goal now would sort of give up Mancunian Unity some hope, but I don't see it, unfortunately. Hey! And Mancunian Unity have got one back. Game on, let's hope now they can cook a couple more. (5-2), it's not even the end of the first half. Some game this, what a strike for Unity. Half time, it's 5-2 to Newcastle United. Newcastle United, what a great game of football. It's honestly, at 4-0 you thought Newcastle were just going to run away with it, but Mancunian Unity have really got back into it. The number 8's a cracking little player for him, and looking forward to a good second half now. So if you get a good team talk and you go out and fight for this, still take it to extra time. Fans, it's the legend with Phil Taylor. How are you doing, Phil?
I'm fine.
Your son Danny's assistant manager here. How have you found the game so far?
I think it's been an eye-opener. Our Unity aren't used to losing.
Yeah.
At level 6, which Unity play at, they've won every game this season. But to play Newcastle United in the top of level 3, and in fairness of being the Super League within 2 years, I expected a gap, but the first 5 minutes was a bit harrowing. Newcastle went
But
2 up very quickly.
2 goals back, it's given them a lifeline for the second half.
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, Newcastle have only conceded twice all season in the league. And for Unity to score 1, let alone 2, I think is a real sort of testament to the quality. The second goal from Megan Cardine was an absolute belter. And to be fair, she nearly scored again. Notwithstanding that, Beth Harvey, our keeper's made a couple of good saves as well. So I think 5-2 is probably a realistic score.
Yeah. Well, let's hope they can go out and do the business second half. Cheers, Phil.
Well done!
Save. Three-two West Ham. 8-6, wasn't it?
What?
Well, I was down
I've
there
not been there yet.
last year. I've never, for it go to a game.
Yeah.
It's right in the... Oh, good ball.
Oh, yeah.
6-2.
Tribute here to the victims of the Manchester bombing. There is a light that never goes out. Part of the reason behind the name of Mancunian Unity. 7-2 now, that was a brilliant individual goal for Newcastle. It's game over now, it's just a case of how many they score. Mancunian Unity's heads have just dropped.
That was 10 years ago.
Is it?
That far off.
You were too young for Cardiff at home, weren't you?
Go on, Ellis. Full time, 9-2, one side again, but it's the FA Cup, it's a learning experience for Mancunian Unity. Well, he's on the pitch, just getting in. Eat your heart out, Dealey Smith.
Which way will you go from here?
I don't know.
So I'm back home, nice and dry. It was an entertaining game. Obviously the scoreline, 9-2, says it was one-sided. Second half was all Newcastle. That 7th goal by that Salisbury for Newcastle was an excellent, fantastic solo effort. At 3-0 down, Mancunian Unity could have given up, but they didn't. They threw everything at it. It's just unfortunately the gulf between the teams and divisions was shown in the second half, and for what I've been told, Unity haven't lost its share, so it's something to build on. Gives the players an uplift to show, right, that's the level we want to get at. And overall, it was an entertaining cup tie, and people just dismiss women's football. Go down and watch the game, you'll be actually quite surprised. Obviously, that Newcastle team, they've gone around the region, scouted the best players, and you know, as the money comes in, there'll soon be the Women's Super League, whether it's through promotion or expansion. But, well, great there, Man Unity, whether obviously Unity, the weather wasn't great, but it was a nice day out. Good to see a few faces, good to see a few Oldham fans down there. Frank Rothwell was down there as well. And at some point I will come down and catch another game for a team that's had a good season last year and so far this year on the domestic front. It's just a case of building on that, and I'm sure in time the standard will increase and we'll climb the leagues. Obviously, that's the end of this week's vlog for that. I'm not sure when my next ground up's going to be, but keep watching on WB1 soon. See you on the terraces.